Good day, everyone who's watching my video. So today we are doing grade 10 content. We are on number patterns. This is not the first video on number patterns. If you scroll down, you'll find the first video I've made on this topic, number patterns. So grade 10s, we are now doing typical test questions. This March you'll be writing your test for mathematics on whereby number pattern will be one of the topics. So hence I'm covering it now. So in a test situation, you can be given a question that goes like this. Consider the number pattern below. So you have our number pattern, and the question says to you, determine the next two terms of the number pattern. Well, here it's very easy to spot that on this number pattern we have two parts. We have the numerator, which are the top numbers, and denominators, which are our bottom numbers. Each part, meaning the numerator and the denominator, have their own pattern. They can be described by their own pattern. So it's easy to spot that at the top, the pattern, the way it goes, it's decreasing, right? From -3, -6, -9. That is decreasing because 9 is the lower number than -3. So this means that we are subtracting a certain number from this -3 to get this one, and from this one we're going to subtract a certain number to get this one. But at the bottom you can see that the numbers are increasing. We have 5, we added a certain number to get 9, we added a certain number to get what? 13. So you now have to work out which number is decreased here and which number is added here, right? So let's see how this pattern goes. The top one, the numerator part, from -3 to get to -6, you have to minus 3 from -3, and then to get -9 you have to minus 3 from -6, right? So that means here we must subtract -3 also from -9. We'll get what? -12. And then also here you must minus 3 from -12, which is going to give you what? -15. And then let's see what's happening at the bottom. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We add 4 to get 9. And then 9, what can we add to get 13? 4 again. So the first number that's going to be here, it's going to be 17, because if you add 4 from 13 you are getting 17, and then if you add 4 from 17 you get what? 21. So that's how you can determine the next two terms of the number pattern of this number pattern here. And then the second question goes like this: determine the nth term of the pattern. So I just want you to note that we have two. Okay, I've already mentioned this, that we have two parts, the numerator and the denominator, right? And then you have to find the formula for both the numerator and the denominator. As I've said, this bottom part, it has its own formula that describes this pattern. How can this pattern be described? You have to work out the formula. How can this pattern at the top be described? You have to work out the formula, right? So for the numerator part, we have -3, -6, and -9. So the first thing you can do is to work out the difference between the numbers we are given. -9 minus 6 is -3. -6 minus 3 is -3. So since the difference is constant, it does not change, that means we have a linear number pattern, right? So if we have a linear number pattern, this is the formula we're gonna use to get the nth term of the pattern. So I want you to take note of this thing here, 0. This position 0 is going to give us our B. Whatever that is on position 0, it's our B. So our B is 0, because if you move in reverse, or if you go in reverse from -3 to the left, if you go to the left, if you go to the left of our number pattern from this position 1, you'll go to position 0, right? And then you can see that you have to what? You have to add 3, so you'll get 0, right? So we substitute these terms, these elements into our general formula for linear number pattern. So we have what? On A we have -3, on B we have 0. So this is what we have for the numerator part. And then for the denominator part, we have 5, 9, and 13. So let's check what is the difference between these terms. 13 minus 9 is 4, 9 minus 5 is 4, right? So that means the denominator number pattern is also what? A linear number pattern, because the difference here is constant, it does not change. So our A is 4. So what is our B? Where does this pattern start? Well, you have to check what's at position 0. So if you want to know what's at position 0, what you have to do is to subtract 4 from 5 so that you can get this number. Because if you're going that way, we are adding 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13. So meaning if you are going to the left, we do what? Subtract. 13 minus 4 is 9, 9 minus 4 is 5, 5 minus 4 is what? It's 1. So substituting our elements, we have A as 4, we have B as 1. So make sure that you write the final answer like this, because we have two parts, the numerator and the denominator. This the examiners mark only the final answer. They'll give this a mark to this answer only. They don't care about your working. They don't care about how you worked out this answer. They want this final answer only. That's what they are marking. So that's a tip. Make sure you always give your final answers in some of the problems in mathematics, because some of the problems they are not marking your they are not gonna mark your workings. They just want the final answer, because this is really just a simple thing. It's not a complex problem. So they mark only the final answers.
I got crip on my set. Nigga, I was really on the floor, then I woke up in the jet. Ain't never had to dodge no nigga.